Bamma USA, we're here at Badbeat 5. We're just finishing out our fights, and we have a lucky draw of the crowd. We have our Tapout crew, Skyscrape and Punkass.
And Dixie.
Yes, and Dixie Jean, you know me.
I like Dixie Cup.
Dixie Cup, you can call me Dixie Cup if you like. All right, going into this fight, first of all, what did you think about our production on Bamma USA?
I liked it. You know, this is my second event. I came to the last, I think it was Badbeat 4. Good fights, good promotion. Brett's a good guy, and then the card was awesome. The good fights, last time and this time. And this time we had Shad, our boy, fighting, and Chad George. You know, he's been around forever. We've seen him, and then Joker. Joker's our, you know, we go back. So Gabe Rudiger. Just all around, everything was good.
All right, having this be the comeback fight for Mike, the Joker Guyman, he got a little bit emotional. What do you guys think about that?
At 155.
At 155.
First fight at 155 and as a comeback fight. So, you know, Joker's always been an emotional person. So I think getting his first win in a while, he had a couple, you know, fights in the UFC. I think he had one win in the UFC. So it's an emotional sport. You know, there's no, everybody, you know, guys have cried after fights and people make fun of them, but you put a lot on the line, and
these guys trained for months, so. You know, or you know, all their lives, and then ultimately for a few months before the fight, and then they finally get in there and fight it out, and then to have a win like that, yeah, it's like just a big relief of all those months of training, and it all just comes out, I guess.
Now, speaking of emotions, we had a tribute, it being the 3-year anniversary for Mask. How was that for you guys?
He won't say it. I get emotional every time I see that video and something like that happens. I start welling up. He says it's not crying if a tear doesn't fall. You know, you gotta blow it and do all that. No, I'm just kidding. But I get emotional. You know, I mean, he was our best friend, so it touches our heart anytime. I mean, we think about him. There's probably not 20 minutes that goes by every day that we don't think about him. But when it's a, you know, a tribute to something like that, it really touches our heart even more. So I thought it was great.
And they showed, and there's a lot of videos out there, a lot of tribute videos, and they actually showed my favorite one. Yeah. And it's because, and I said this yesterday. I actually tweeted that video like 3 days ago. Yep. And that stuff that Charles is saying was I'd never heard it before until the UFC put that video together and played it during the fight a few months after his death. And it was just really cool to hear those words because he did that back when we did our radio show or our TV show, and it was cool to hear Charles talking from, you know, from the heart and saying all that stuff and kind of that stream, and just, you know, they put that montage together. It was just a really good video. I'm glad they showed that one.
Well, speaking of it, you know, you talk about the heart, and I feel that Bamma USA, we really want it to be family-oriented. Is this something that you think he would have been proud of, this fight card, this production?
Yeah, because this is how we lived our lives, is going to these small shows. I mean, UFCs used to be like, nobody remembers this, but UFCs used to be like every 6 months. And so we would fly all. I mean, we were just talking about how we found Josh Barnett. We were flying to Hawaii. We found him out there fighting in this, you know, smaller show. And eventually he got him in the UFC, and so there's guys all over the world that you find that this is how you find them, you know. And this is it's a smaller show, but yet it has a lot of great fighters in it. You guys who fought in the UFC,
out there fighting.
Yeah, and I mean any one of these guys could end up in the UFC, and so it's great to see these shows. We hate to call them feeder shows because they're all great shows in their own respect, but that's what they are. You know, these guys looking to fight in the UFC one day, and this is a great platform for them to do it.
Well, thank you guys very much for coming out, and the tribute is just, it's one of the least that we could do. Fighting, you know, it starts with something small and it grows to something big, and we really want to showcase the heart of it, and I feel that you guys being here, it just makes it even that much more honorable to have that there. So thank you guys very much.